work series. You can do this with no weights at all or hand weights like what Philip's going to demonstrate. These are, I weighed those, they're 1 pound each. If you have weights at home, you could use anywhere from 1 to 5 pounds. I personally don't feel that it's necessary to use any higher than 5 because we do all these back to back, and you'll start to feel these. You could always start with weights also, and then as it gets harder, you could lose the weights if it becomes too difficult. All right, let's get started. So we'll start with our elbows bent, our palms up for the offering. So we're gonna slide our arms out in front and then bend the elbows back in and repeat. And the breath with these is just nice and easy. Just resist holding your breath is what's most important to me. Okay, we're gonna add to serve the tray. So let's straighten our arms, open out to a T, pull it in, bend your elbows back in, and again.
Once again, I always struggle with wanting to poke my chin out, so I try to make sure I get my chin back and keep my head back as I'm doing this as well.
Very good, yes. Stay up nice and tall through your spine. Okay, let's do one more here. Okay, and then have a rest a moment. Okay, let's do a high bicep curl. So what we'll do here is bring our arms up pretty high, kind of the height of your shoulders. Your upper arm bone is gonna stay in the same space. You're gonna bend your elbows and then straighten them out. As you straighten your arms, resist that desire to hyperextend the elbow or lock the elbow. So you're gonna keep a soft bend of the elbow as you straighten. Especially if you have hand weights, the weights will wanna kind of pull your hands down. And as we move our arms around this nice tall posture, do be mindful not to change your torso. So it might be tempting as you straighten your arms to want to lean back. Resist that urge. Okay, let's bring those arms down. Now for hug a tree. So we're going to hug a pretty big tree here. Very good. And then we're going to open our arms apart and then bring it back. Notice here that your shoulder blades will glide towards each other as you open and glide apart as you close. We're not forcing anything to happen back there with the shoulder blades, but we are noticing that movement there, that scapular mobility. Okay, let's bring it into our hug a tree position. Now let's take our hug a tree overhead to a high fifth position, and then we're going to open and close here. If we're unable to go this high because of a shoulder issue, you could always come a little bit out in front. So maybe just in front of your face here. That also gets the job done. All right, let's rest our arms down. With any of these, please feel free to do more than what we're doing, but we could do anywhere from 8 to 12. I wonder how many times I've said that today. Okay, let's take this is salute. This one can be a little bit confusing at first or tricky to get into position. All right, we're gonna start at this hug a tree position to go into salute. So we're gonna flip our palms to face the front of the room. Our knuckles are gonna go to our forehead, and then we're gonna press our hands up and away at a diagonal, and then bend our elbows back in. Yep, just like that. So you can kind of imagine that you're reaching for where the ceiling and wall meet at the top of the room there. Anything that we do overhead can be a little more challenging because we don't do this action throughout our day as much as we push and pull and do things below chest height. All right, let's take our elbows in again. Our palms are gonna face each other, and it's kind of a chicken wing, but we're gonna open up, yep, and then bring it back down. Very good, keep going. Remember, with any time, you could always feel free to lose the weights, or if you have the availability to have lighter weights, you could always switch to a little bit lighter. Okay, one more. And then bring that back down. Okay, we are going to take our arms out to a T with our palms up. Lift your weights. I'm sorry, I'm going rogue. I didn't tell Philip about this one. Okay, you're gonna flip your palms down, and then flip your palms up. And keep going. At first, this one doesn't feel like much, but as we continue here, you can really feel that work happening. So I do want you to feel that upper arm bone getting that rotation, just like that. Yeah, he's getting it. As well as feeling the forearm helping you out here. How's that feel with the cans? with the fluid moving around.
Challenging, actually. Heavy beans.
Yeah, I think it was chilly. Okay, now bring those arms back in, very good. All right, alternating punches. So we'll start with our palms up, our elbows bent by our ribs. You're going to flip your palm down as you reach across your chest to punch, and then pull it back in, and switch. And I do want just a little hint of rotation in our torso here. Okay, one more to each side. Have a pause. Bow and arrow. Okay, so we're gonna take both arms out in front. We're gonna pull our right bow of our arrow and rotate to the right, and then bring it back to that starting position and repeat. Keep going on the right side. Your left arm is just being nice and stable, holding that weight. Okay, one more. And then let's switch sides. Have a go at the left. Maybe one more. I am not very good at counting. That is one of my goals to improve on. Okay, rest right there. All right, we are going to now work on some of our posture muscles, our mid trap and our upper trap. That's our trapezius. And so that is going to be between the shoulder blades and a little bit lower. We kind of all know about this upper trap that we see here, but the mid and lower fibers get a little neglected sometimes in our exercise routine. So I'm going to show you how to work those now. And it is one of those postural muscles that helps us stay upright in our nice tall torso. Okay, so we'll start with our arms out to a T. Your palms are up, so your thumbs are pointing back. That's very important. And then we're going to press our arms back and then bring it back just in line with your torso. So you're going past your body a little bit and then you're bringing it back to neutral. And then keep going. We know that when our upper arm bone is in this external rotation, it definitely fires our mid trap. So that hand position or upper arm bone position is very important with these. Hopefully I feel that. Can you feel that in the mid trap?
I can. I sure
Okay,
can.
one more. Okay, and then pause right there. Okay, we want to work the muscle fibers in the direction that the fibers go. So the mid traps are horizontal fibers, and then the lower traps kind of go more at a diagonal like this. So we're going to work that in the same angle. Okay, so we're going to make kind of a Y shape. So same idea, we want to have our thumbs kind of pointing back. I'm going to start just a little in front, maybe a little scaption. And then we're going to bring our arms up and back, and then bring it back down. Now, if you have a shoulder situation that's not allowing you to go this high, you could always go just a little bit lower, just modify it. So you're still getting that diagonal, but maybe you're just not going as high. Okay, so hopefully you can feel that lower trap helping you achieve this action. Okay, one more, and then rest those arms down. So this series is really great for our posture because the whole time we have to keep our abs fired up. I didn't mention that, but it kind of naturally happens. And then we're working everything that we need to keep that nice tall posture. Anything else? Yeah.
Very good.
All right, thank
Thank
y'all so
y'all.
much.